Hello students, welcome back to the next session. I Ashwini Zamdade, lecturer at Sanjeevani College of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, Kopargaon, welcomes you back to the next session. In this session, we are going to discuss the semi-solid dosage forms and in that mainly ointments. The learning outcomes of this presentation are, after this presentation, students will be able to know the different semi-solid dosage forms, then what are ointments, its definition and classification. Now semi-solid dosage forms, these are the dosage forms which are meant for external application. Examples are ointments, creams, jellies and paste. Suppositories are also included in it, although they are unit dosage forms. Then let us see what are ointments first. Ointments are semi-solid preparations meant for external application to the skin or mucous membrane. They usually contains a medicament or medicaments dissolved, suspended or emulsified in an ointment base. It may contain suitable antimicrobial preservatives. Ointments are mainly used as protectives or emollient for the skin. Protectives are the agents which protects the skin and emollient is a softening or soothing effect. You have already done the practical for the ointment, that is eye ointment in pharmaceutics 1 practical, and you very well know how to prepare the base of the ointment and how to incorporate the drug in ointment. Now let us see the classification of ointments. Ointments may be classified as follows according to the therapeutic property based on penetration, like epidermic ointments, endodermic ointments and didermic ointments. The next class is based on therapeutic activity or therapeutic use. They are classified in 12 different classes. First is antibiotic ointment, antifungal ointment, then anti-inflammatory, antipruritic, astringent, then anti-eczematous, keratolytic, counter-irritant ointment, then ointment used for dandruff treatment, ointment for psoriasis, parasiticide ointment, protectant ointment. These are the different types of ointment which are classified based on its therapeutic use. Let us see one by one each classification. First, based on penetration, let us see what is epidermic ointment. They shows action on epidermis and produce local action. They are not meant for absorption into the skin. Such ointments are generally used as profectives, antiseptics, local anti-infectives or parasiticides. Endodermic ointments are meant for action on deeper layers of cutaneous tissue. It is innermost layer which consists of the vessels. They are partially absorbed and act as emollient, stimulant and local irritant. Stimulants are the agents which stimulates the blood circulation and local irritants are the agents which produce the inflammation to relieve the pain. Didermic ointments are meant for deep penetration and release the medicaments to systemic circulation. These are the ointments which are meant for transdermal drug delivery system. Now let us see the next type, that are therapeutically used classification. First comes antibiotic ointment, which kills the microorganisms. The examples of such type of ointments is, or the drug incorporated in such type of ointment are neomycin, chlorotetracycline, etc. Then next comes antifungal ointment, which inhibits and kills the fungi. They are also called as antifungal ointments. For example, benzoic acid, salicylic acid, etc. are incorporated in such type of ointment. Then comes anti-inflammatory ointment, which relieves inflammatory, allergic or pruritic condition of the skin. Example is benzocaine or coal tar. Antipruritic, anti-inflammatory reaction shown by this ointment, which relieves the inflammation or itching of the skin. Then next class is antipruritic ointment, which relieves the itching of the skin. Example is benzocaine. Then next is astringent ointment. Ointment causes contraction of the skin and decrease discharges. Means the discharge from the skin is decreased or stopped. For example, calamine, zinc oxide or acetic acid are used for this purpose. Then anti-eczematous ointment, which prevents the oozing and secretion from the vessels on the skin. Example of the drug is salicylic acid, istamol, coal tar, hydrocortisone, etc. Then next type of ointments are keratolytic ointments, which are used to remove or soften the horny layer of the skin. Example are resorcinol, sulfur, salicylic acid are used. These are generally hair removing agents which are used to remove the hair. Horny layer consists of the hair on the skin. Then next comes counter irritant ointment. They are applied locally to irritate the skin, thus reducing or relieving another irritation or deep pain. Examples are capsicum or iodine, which are used as the agent as counter irritant. Then next type of ointments are ointments used for dandruff treatment. These are applied locally to get relief from dandruff. For example, cetrimide. Then ointment for psoriasis. They are used to treat the psoriasis. It is a skin infection, and coal tar, salicylic acid are the agents which are used to treat the psoriasis. Then parasiticide ointment. They destroys or inhibits living infestation such as lice and ticks, means which inhibits the parasites on the skin. Drugs commonly used are benzyl benzoate, hexachloride, sulfur, etc. Then last is protectant ointment. They protect the skin from moisture, air, sun rays or other substances such as soap or chemicals. Example are calamine, zinc oxide, silicones, titanium dioxide, etc. are the agents which are incorporated in such type of ointment as protective agents. Then these are some marketed preparations which you have used or seen in your house also, like Iodex. It is a counter irritant ointment. Then Move. It is also a pain relieving or counter irritant ointment. Then triple antibiotic. It is an antibiotic based ointment. Then this is Hyalonite ointment, which is used as eye ointment. Then Fast Relief. It is also a pain relieving ointment used as counter irritant ointment. These are all the marketed preparations you have seen somewhere, or you might have also been used it. This is all from this session. Till then, stay home, stay safe, keep learning. Thank you.